What's up, guys? This is Kyle from Wax Museum, and I'm going to switch gears a little bit today and talk about a recent football card that I picked up for my PC. You can already see it on the screen here. This is a Sport Kings Grand Patch 101 of Adam Vinatieri. And over the last year or two, I've seen a few nice Vinatieri Sport Kings relics come up for sale. And while I try to limit my football spending, I decided I wanted one for my small Colts PC. And a couple weeks ago, I won this one on eBay. And seeing as I've had pretty good luck matching Sport Kings jumbo patches to jerseys that have sold at auction, I decided to give this one a try as well. It ended up being a lot easier than I anticipated. And my first step was simply to search for Adam Vinatieri signed game worn on Google Images, which you can see here. Let me close out of that so you can see it. So I just searched Adam Vinatieri signed game worn. And there's a lot of footballs that came up, which that's obviously not what I'm looking for. But this third picture here is a jersey, and it actually looked pretty promising. So that's usually not the case at all. Usually you have to kind of dig a little bit and go through them. So I clicked on the picture, and it came up with this golden listing. And I discovered that this jersey here, and you can see it, that it had actually been signed twice. So we'll start with the number on the front side. That had been signed in this blue marker here, and he added that game used inscription. And then the number on the back side of the jersey had been signed in a black marker. And the signature on my card looked like it had been signed in black ink. So I pulled both images up and compared the two, and I felt like I had a match. And you can see that here. That's kind of what I did on my computer. I pulled both of those up at the same time. And then just for good measure, I tried my best to do an overlay. And it's hard sometimes to get a perfect overlay just because, the cloth kind of folds or bends in person. So this was pretty close, though, and I was able to manipulate it a little bit just to get it to where it would match up. But looking at where the pin kind of faded out in both signatures, I'm very confident that this is, in fact, the same one. And at this point, I should have just looked at the paperwork for the jersey because they had photo matched this to a specific game. And I didn't see that at first, though. And you guys know that I always try to do that. I always try to match it up using pinstripes or whatever's available to me. So I set about this task once again, trying to do this on my own. And the golden description, if we go back to that real quick, it simply states that this was worn during the 2009 season. So it doesn't give us a specific game in this write-up right here. So I'm looking at this and I noticed, hey, there's a pink captain's patch. So that means that it's got to be from October. It's got to be an October game. So far we know 2009 and we know October. And the reason they're pink is because it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. They always wear these pink captain's patches. So I look up the Colts schedule. I know it's 2009. Like I said, I know it's October, and it's a pretty small range of games here because it worked to my benefit. They had a bye during this time frame. So we've got the October 4th game, which was at Lucas Oil Stadium, the October 11th game, which was at LP Field, and then the October 25th game at Edward Jones Dome. And at this point in time in the NFL, and really they still do this for the most part, but the darker jerseys were used at home, at least for the Colts. The blue jerseys have been the home jerseys. So that really limited this to just that one October 4th, 2009 game against the Seahawks. So I went to Getty Images and I typed in Colts Seahawks 2009 Vinatieri, and I'll click on the event here. There were only two images that came up, neither of which had close looks at the patches on his jersey. And it was at this point I went back to the golden listing and I noticed there was a picture of the letter of authenticity. So let me pull that up here, and it's still kind of hard to see it. But they mentioned in there that they had actually photo matched this to October 4th, 2009, and they have the exact Getty image that they matched it up to. So it felt good to me to see that, hey, they matched it up to the same game that I did. It kind of validated what I had just done. And, they had taken it a step further. They had been able to photo match it to that picture. Maybe they had access to a better version than I did or whatever. Maybe they were able to see because they had the jersey in hand. They were able to see the mesh holes line up. But whatever it was, they were able to make that match. And I do feel pretty confident about it as well because all the clues are there and all the tagging is there. So either way, I know now that I have a large signed game dated patch from the greatest NFL kicker of all time. And thankfully, it is not from a Patriots uniform. So there you have it. Quick little video today. I don't do a lot of football on here, but I know some people have asked to see some more of my stuff from other sports or whatever. So there you have it. I hope you enjoyed that. Remember, there are new episodes of the audio podcast that come out every Thursday. And as always, thanks for watching.